Good evening, good evening. What's going on, everybody? This is Leonard Miles, aka 2 Degrees in the CDL. I'm live from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Getting ready to head to Ellsworth, Iowa in the morning. I gotta pick up a load from our location in Ellsworth. Shout out to BVS, Best Vet Solutions, up in Ellsworth, Iowa. I gotta pick up probably some hazmat, some corrosives, maybe whatever is needed. I gotta take it across to North Carolina, Franklinville, North Carolina to be exact, and then I'll be home. So I'll be pushing it tomorrow. So, well, for the next few days, I'll be pushing it, trying to get back home by Friday. If I'm not able to get home by Friday, I'll be able to make it back to Georgia, on Friday, whatever time that may be. And I'll just be a few hours away from Columbus. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm thinking, all right, I ain't getting no alert from my TransFlow app. Shout out to TransFlow. If you truckers, if your company use TransFlow or you're familiar with it, yeah, shout out to TransFlow. Never had any issues with it before. My transportation manager out of Ellsworth, he normally sends out the notifications on Friday. But I never got mine. So, I'm just like, all right, maybe they don't have no load assigned for me. So, yesterday, I had the whole day, I got a lot of stuff done, was able to take my daughter to school, pick her up, all that good stuff. We took a nap, then I woke up and I get an alert on my phone that I'm supposed to be picking up something from Ellsworth, which is, like I said, Ellsworth, Iowa. So I'm probably about 6.5 hours away from it. So I'll be leaving out early in the morning. But anyway, I saw where it was like, all right, Ellsworth, North Carolina. So, I reach out to my boss and everything. I'm like, hey, is there a reason why, I have my notification late? He's like, by Friday? He said, on Friday? And I'm like, no, sir, I just got this notification today. And I sent the screenshot and sent it to him. And he had asked me, had I left out yet? And I'm like, no, sir, I didn't know where I was going. But, he apologized for it and everything, as far as, it not coming in. And, there's no fault of his own. Like I said, things happen. What I should have did on my part was reach out to him, to see what was going on as far as, where my load assignment would be at. And like I said, I've had time off before. Like I think like for Thanksgiving, I had like the whole week off, still got paid and everything for it. Like I said, so it was a great organization. But yeah, moving forward, like I'll definitely give him a call on Fridays if I don't get an alert. Like I said, I know things happen. Like I said, TransFlow is definitely, a good ELD system. So, but yeah, like I said, it definitely happens. So, hey, it's no biggie. I know he was asking me, would I be able to make it, between now and the end of the week? And I'm like, absolutely. I'm like, even if that means, I'll be coming in on Saturday morning. So that's fine by me. I'm riding through some rough terrain, y'all. I'm riding through some rough terrain. I'm empty right now, but I know as soon as I get loaded up, especially, I know it's gonna be some heavy weight, coming from Iowa going across Carolina. Right now, going through Iowa and Illinois, it's smooth, it's fine. Like I said, I don't battle many hills and everything, but once I cross over and I get around something like around that Ohio area, because that's close to that West Virginia area. All my truckers who are familiar with I-64 know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's gonna be, we'll see how that terrain is, when I'm on that road. But like I said, I believe I'll be able to make it by, like I said, back to Georgia by Friday. Like I said, maybe not all the way back in Columbus on Friday, but I know I'll be able to make it to Georgia on Friday. But, you know, we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'm going to push it to, you know, I can get home by Friday evening. But yeah, that's just what's going on right now. Came on here, you know, like I said, not only, you know, just talk about, you know, what's going on right now, but 2024 is coming up. Well, 2024 is here. Let's just go ahead and be clear. Let's go ahead and just be, you know, transparent with one another. 2024 is here. What do you plan on doing different? You know, whether you're in trucking or whatever industry that you're in, what do you plan on doing different in 2024 that you didn't do this year? Or what was it that you started this year and it's going to be a continuance, you know, into 2024? I know for me, I'm officially 9 months in trucking. As of today, well, actually it'll be tomorrow. I'll be 9 months in. So, you know, one of the things for me, you know, just for me to just continue to just learn the ins and outs of trucking. Like I told you before, I have a background in criminal justice and mental health. So I've been in that industry, you know, ever since I got out of college, you know, ever since I got out of undergrad back in 2009. So I've always been in that industry. So coming into this new industry, you know, a few months ago to where I am now, it's been great. It's been great. I've had a great experience at this point, you know, when it comes to trucking. I've experienced breakdowns, due to death issues with my truck. I've experienced blown tires, blown airbags, airlines, brakes needed to be adjusted, all that. And, you know, it's a part of trucking. It doesn't make me upset. I just understand that this is just a part of it, you know, and I embrace it. You know, I always try to be ahead of the game, but I understand, you know, that in this industry, things happen. So I keep an open mind when it comes to that. So I'm just going to go into 2024, you know, just, you know, continuing to be motivated and hungry, you know, to be the best trucker that I can be, regardless. You know, I got into this industry, you know, for a reason, you know, because it fits my personality. You know, I'm an introvert, so me being able to ride in that truck, you know, by myself, you know, it definitely feels good. You know, give me a lot of time to, you know, to think about new goals for the future. You know, another thing that I'm gonna continue to do as well is continue to pay down consumer debt. That's another thing that I'll definitely be doing, because like I told you all before in previous videos, I really plan on being an owner operator maybe in the next, you know, 3 to 4 years. You know, I told myself I wanted to drive, you know, for a company at least 2 to 3 years, and I don't see me leaving, you know, BVS anytime soon, to be honest with you all. You know, if it's in God's cards, you know, for me to be an owner operator, you know, it'll happen. And if not, hey, I'm just gonna keep, you know, learning what I can in this industry and just climb up through the ranks with the organization that I'm in, you know. So I don't want to just be a driver forever. You know, I do want to evolve, you know, and, you know, learn the ins and outs, the rules and regulations of the trucking industry. So I want to be well-versed, I'll say. Another thing that I'm going to be doing a lot of as well is getting back into reading. So before I lay down, I did read a chapter in this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. An easy way and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. I had a good streak going on with this book. And then, man, like I said, life be life, but I can't make any excuses why I can't, you know, at least read a chapter a day or at least read a few pages a day. I owe that to myself. I'm going to have this book done by by the end of the year. Like I said, I don't have that many pages left, so I'll do a chapter a day, maybe even double up on it. But yeah, I definitely want to become a more avid reader as well. Just keep my mind sharp, just, take something in, before I go to bed. I normally always work out, once I get off the road, but I definitely want to get back into reading the book. But I'm gonna read something to you all tonight, and I'm just gonna break down what it feels, how I feel about it. So this chapter was based on, oh man, I went too far, I think. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. This chapter is how to stick with good habits every day. So there is 3 benefits to habit tracking. The first benefit is habit tracking is obvious. Number 2, habit tracking is attractive. And benefit number 3, habit tracking is satisfying. But I'm just going to focus on the first one, and then how it'll apply to me when it comes to trucking and just life in general and what it can possibly do for you. So benefit number 1, habit tracking is obvious. Recording your last action creates a trigger that can initiate your next one. Habit tracking naturally builds a series of visual cues like the streak of X's on your calendar or the list of meals in your food log. When you look at the calendar and you see your streak, you'll be reminded to act again. Research has shown that people who track their progress on goals like losing weight, quitting smoking, and lowering blood pressure are all more likely to improve than those who don't. One study of more than 1,600 people found that those who kept a daily food log lost twice as much weight as those who didn't. The mere act of tracking a behavior can spark the urge to change. Habit tracking also keeps you honest. Most of us have a distorted view of our own behavior. We think we act better than we do. Measurement offers one way to overcome our blindness to our own behavior and notice what's really going on each day. One glance at the paper clips in the container, and you immediately know how much you have or haven't been putting in. When the evidence is right in front of you, you're less likely to lie to yourself. Okay. So, for instance, for me, I know that I want to get back more into reading. I got my notebook in the truck. Good place for it. But I'm going to, like I said, I used to journal, every day at one point, what my day was like on the road each day. From the moment I started in March, well, was it March? I think it was April when I was officially driving on my own. I would track every day what I experienced for that day on the road, what I felt like. And I had a good streak going on, and I stopped it. No excuse to why I stopped it. I just put it to the side like it just didn't matter. But it matters because those journal entries were going to be my talking points, when it came to my YouTube channel, just talking to you all about my experience each day. So I'll definitely be picking that back up, and I'll start back writing, what my day was like, if I had any delays, how was my mood, did I encounter any other truckers, and just engage in dialogue, depending on what company they work for or whether they work for themselves. Excuse me. So I definitely, you know, got to get back to, you know, writing. And I definitely will. Like I said, you know, it's definitely important. Like I said, it's a documentation of my journey that, you know, I need for myself, because I want to be able to show, well, I want to be able to see where I started and where I'm heading. Like, the beginning of the vision, you know, is going to lead to the ultimate goal. So whatever it is, you don't really know if you're not documenting it. Like, if you're not documenting your progress, how do you know where you're going? So I know for me, I got to get back on that. I definitely will get back on that. Like I say, you know, starting tomorrow. Like I said, my notebook is in my truck. So I'll definitely, you know, once I wake up tomorrow morning, you know, before I head on out, you know, I do my pre-trip and everything. I just sit there and I'll just write, you know, my entry from today and, you know, how it made me feel and everything. But yeah, definitely, this is a good read. This is a good read. Atomic Habits by James Clear. It is definitely a good book. Yep. So make sure you get your copy. But I'm about to get ready to turn it in, y'all. I plan on getting up around 5 o'clock in the morning. Got to go through St. Louis, the backside of St. Louis. So got to head through there, and I'm going to keep it pushing. But make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be building it up. And like I said, you know, you all just let me know what you think. Share the video for motivation. And I'm gonna keep providing impact. But until next time, y'all have a good night.